Hey there, folks. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maisha Kramer, and I'm a mom and a doula, lactation counselor, maternal health advocate, childbirth ed teacher, etc., etc. And I live and practice in NYC. I like to share information about childbirth and breastfeeding to help you guys make better informed decisions and have happier and healthier births. Today, I want to talk about a really great tool to help you get through your birth, which can often be pretty long and tiring, exhausting and painful and mysterious, and that is trust the process. So what's often really surprising to folks is how hard birth is, how hard contractions are. So most people are thinking that the end part, when your vagina has to open up and a baby comes out, is the hard part. And I'm not going to say that part's easy. It really depends on you and how it all goes. But generally, the harder part is dilating and all those contractions, laboring to get to that end part. So how do we get through it? I want you to draw upon what do you draw on for strength when you're having a hard time? Think about what that is for you and what may or may not be helpful. Also know if you don't know the answer to that question now, that's okay too. Sometimes we find out when we're doing it, how to do it, especially the first time. Also know it's not something that you figure out in your head. It's something that happens in your body physiologically, just like you don't have to really think hard about how to pee, right? It just kind of happens. And if we get too into our head in it, it's kind of harder. Something else you may not know about me is that I am an artist as well. When I was 12 years old, my school art teacher took me under her wing and gave me a classical art training. It's nothing I want to do in a professional way. I just do it for myself. So today I had a really fun, creative day working on my painting right here. This is a copy of a painting by Velazquez. It's called Las Meninas. Hard sounds I stutter on. And I love this painting. I love this artist. And years ago, I thought about buying a print, and I was like, why don't I just paint it myself? And today was tough. I've been doing this painting for about 10 years, at least 10 years, or 8 or 9. I don't even know, but who cares? And I feel like it's such a good parallel to how birth is it takes as long as it takes, and really not having a set arbitrary deadline is helpful. So I'll give you a little tour through my painting and where we're at. So, oh, over here, this is why you see it twice. So, this one is a print of the original painting, and this one is mine that I am copying at home. So pretty close, and not done. So I started in the background, and then I started working on the figures and their bodies, and the faces I started on last. I started faces on the right to left, and then I realized my hand would drag when I would paint. So I didn't want to do it that way anymore. So I decided to then come here and go from the left to the right because my hand drags when I paint. The one I just did today was Velasquez face, which I was terrified of. All of them. Definitely terrified of all of them. I haven't done this degree of hard work since I was 13. I haven't ever painted this painting before, right? And it was really just intimidating and frightening. And I had to remind myself, what do I have to lose, and trust the process. And that's really what happens with contractions and birth. You just have to get into flow state. And I had to trust that the training from my teacher was there. I also have listened and read a lot about this painting. I know the history of this painting. I even ordered custom paints. You know your doula is really, I can reach it. I can't find it right now. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. You know your doula's into her craft. So I went in line and had them custom made paints because they just don't make these colors anymore. Yes, I'm obsessed. Yes, it costs quite a bit compared to stuff you can buy at your craft store. Anyway, back to this. So I just want to say it was tough today. I had to really dig deep into surrendering and trusting and doing some homework and research on the paint and the paint style and the brush strokes. And then I also had to accept that, which was really I noticed the stress I was having in my head of what if it's not perfect? And then I realized to myself, you know what? If I cannot paint like one of the greatest, and I'll cry, but if I can't paint like one of the greatest painters of all time, that's okay. And I know it's dumb that I'm crying, but sometimes we get so caught up, right? I'm trying to do stuff so perfect, it stands in the way. Mm. I'm hot. Let me turn on the fan. I'm gonna edit that out. Okay, back to Velazquez. The way you paint, if you don't know how you paint or how I paint, is layers, layers, layers. And you lay a foundation and you build on top of it. And the first layers look kind of bad and ugly and dumb. And I had to be like, trust the process, hon. You know this is how it works. So I was like, let me take a picture of how his face looked when I put down the first steps. And I was like, oh my God, this looks so bad. I was like, honey, it's me to me. Girl, trust the process. Continue. You know how to do this. Trust your art, right? So here's the first step. Here's the first attempt when I began adding. And I took a picture. Oh, the light. Hold on. Let me fix the reflection. Make it not reflect. There we go. Look how that looks, folks. That looks ridiculous. Okay. It looks ridiculous, but when you first, step one may look babyish and far from the end goal, just like birth. When you're in those early contractions, or you're like, my vagina's not that big. How's this baby ever going to come out of me? How am I going to live through these contractions? How am I going to survive? Hang in there, continue, keep going, trust the process. Here's another progress picture further in. Could see, okay, it's starting to look a little more human, a little less preschool. Then you have to stand back, and I'm like, another progress photo. It's starting to look less ridiculous. Okay, starting to come along. So let me show you my end product, which I am actually really, 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 really happy with and really, really proud. Doesn't really come through as perfect in the end. And Velazquez's style is not impressionism, but it's on the way to impressionism. And I love the way he so subtly expresses what a thing is without the tight detail. His expression without putting in all the lines is amazing how skilled this man was as an artist. I'm really happy with how today's progress turned out. I'm here for it, and I'm here for you. I encourage you to do things that feel good before you're pregnant, while you're pregnant, and after you're pregnant as well. It'll be as hard as it is, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through this painting. This birth is going pretty long. This creative project has been taking me years, and that's okay. Hang in there. We're going to get through these hard things. So I'm going to hold your hand through it. I'll be there for you at your birth if you would like, if you're in NYC right now. I may start doing some touring around the country. If you want to jumpstart that and you live out of NYC and you're expecting in the next years, let me know. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.